What's up, everybody? This is Reeferman Reviews. Welcome back to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Click like if you like this stuff. Pass it to a friend. Pass it to the left, pass it to the right. We don't judge over here. Welcome to the video. Hope you enjoy. What's up, everybody? It's 420. You know what that means? Reeferman Reviews. Today we're going to review cross-gen comics Scion issues 1 and 2. It was written by Ron Mars. Let's see. Alright, I had it ready, but you know, something happened. The cross-gen universe created by Mark Alici and Gina M. Vila. Ron Mars is the writer. Jim Chung is pencils. Don Hillsman II is the inker. Cesar Rodriguez the colorist. Dave Lanphier is the letterer. And so yeah, all right. This beautiful cover, huh? Gotta say, Jim Chung is always, is it Chung? Always good pencils. Love his art. The writing in this is really fun. Never heard of this writer before. Like I said, Ron Mars, M-A-R-Z. Cross-gen comics, cross-gen universe was I guess a shared universe of titles. I have a whole box of books that I got from an antique store. Me and my buddy Derek were at. They were closing it out. The building was sold to somebody, so all the antique dealers had to vacate. And there was a little room that had a bunch of comic books and collectibles and such. And the guy that's selling the comic books, because I was in there looking through them, they were 20 for $1, I think it was. Yeah, 20 books for $1 or something like that. So I'm looking through them and I'm counting, I'm looking through them. Nah. He says, make me an offer. I said, for what? He said, all of them. So long story short, and $100 later, walked out of there with like 2,000 comics. And cross-gen comics was a huge part of that collection. Anyhow, Scion is the first one that I decided to read. Just randomly going through some books last night, I said, this looks cool, let's check this out. I am glad I did. If y'all have never heard of cross-gen comics, go look for the titles on your digital comic reading choice, whatever. Scion starts with Ethan, Prince Ethan of the Heron Dynasty. On his 21st birthday, when he becomes a man, he has to go into this ritual combat in an arena with an opposing house, House Raven. Braun is the person he has to face. Now, sorry, there's stuff going on outside the window. God, it's shiny. Ooh. Anyhow, Prince Ethan has to fight Prince Braun in this arena, and they're not supposed to. It's not a battle to the death. They're not even supposed. The first one to draw blood wins, and they're not supposed to inflict any wounds that cannot be healed or that will scar. That goes against the rules and everything. Excuse me. So they go into battle. Right before battle, somebody that's like part of like the king's court of people, you know, gives him these items to enhance him or whatever. It is an armor, one is an armor and one is a shield that he can enable. So as you can see here, they got the wings, like, you know, here. I like the style. It's not overly colored. It works pretty well. This is definitely a fantasy book, heavy fantasy, but with science fiction and technology involved. In one scene, someone says no cameras. This is like the land of Avalon, but I think that's just the name of it. I'm not sure if this is like Avalon of legend. Whatever, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, when somebody grabs him right before the battle and puts like this branding on his arm, and doesn't know what it is or who that was, and he's just told, don't worry about that, you got to do this now, you got to focus and whatnot. So he goes into battle, and during the battle, it does something, it activates, it does something, and he ends up cutting the other guy's face pretty badly, and that's what causes him to be ultimately exiled into the House Raven's custody for a year, as punishment for his transgressions against the rules of the ceremony. That's basically what the first issue was, and then the second issue comes in, and he's in the prison, and he gets there, and here's the cover for issue 2. In fact, issue 1 is put away with the box. I don't know where it went for some reason. I've been looking through a lot of things, so I'll get it after when I edit, and you'll see a picture of it right after this. So yeah, same creative team. Issue 2, like I say, he gets sentenced and he goes to the prison. Not a whole lot of action, not a whole lot of whatever, you know what I mean? Like, Prince Ethan and his right-hand assistant, Skink, who is a member of a lower race class of genetically whatever beings, you know, he is allowed to accompany Prince Ethan on his punishment. So they go into the prison, and he sees some mysterious figure in a hooded robe. I don't think it's Pandora, you know, from DC. It was my first thought, though, funny enough, just because, you know, I'm not. So something happens to Prince Ethan while he's asleep, and his mark starts to glow. There's the mark there, see? It starts to glow, and we see it jumps to the other scene of the person in the robe and Skink, which is this figure here. Honestly, Lavas Blackman, if you're watching this, your stream is going on in the background right now. And that's why I keep looking up and laughing, because I'm seeing what some people are saying. But anyhow, back to this review real quick so I can get back to watching that stream. Prince Ethan wakes up with Skink in a field, and he sees the woman, well, the figure in the robe, and his scar is gone, because once they got to the prison, Prince Braun said, you know what, screw you, eye for an eye, basically, and slashes Prince Ethan's face, making a pretty bad gash, and not even brought to a healer or nothing. He's like, you can't get a healer either. If mine couldn't be healed, neither can yours. So whatever, right? So he goes to sleep, the thing glows, whatever. He wakes up in the field, and sure enough, he's healed. What? And that's when this hottie comes out of the woods, out of the hooded thing there, the robe. My name is Ashley. Yes, Yes, it is. So that concludes issue 2. I'm actually about to dig into issue 3 here pretty soon. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you if you want to see what issue 3, what happens. I've got a whole stack of them, so you know I can do a whole review on the whole series or a story arc at a time, whatever. Just let me know. This is Reeferman Reviews. Stay hot, stay classy.